Yes, welcome. It's your girl. No, but before I get any further, I again my camera is way up high and I have another one there, but my laptop is way down low. My picture is being depicted on my laptop, and sometimes you know how a girl is. A girl just like looking at themselves. Yeah, you know how we are. And so if I stare in the camera, I'll be looking at you. Sometimes I'll glance down because I want to ensure that a lock isn't out of place. And my eyes are looking, intense and all those things. Yes. So sometimes I'll be looking down. Yes. My laptop is way down. Now, welcome to another week's episode of the Nightcap Show with your girl. A tongue twister there. With your girl, Charlene Clark Cura. It's good to be here. It's another Sunday, and it's good to be here. Isn't it good to be here? No, let me tell you a story. I just today I was at the airport earlier this morning. As a matter of fact, from around 7:30, I was at the airport, and the airport was full, crowded, a lot of people, and while being there, I did all I needed to do prior to being there, meaning I did my checking, but because I had a bag, I usually travel light, just a knapsack and I'm gone. But this time I made some commitments and I had a bag, right? So I had to check in at the airport. And so I did just that. And I went to do my bag drop. And while I was standing there, my husband was with me. And while we were there, he said to me, Can you imagine a day when you're here and all that you're looking at is just computers? Just the computers sitting there. You don't have anyone to interact with, just the computers. And I'm like, no, I can't. It's scary to imagine that. But for some persons, they would say that, yeah, I mean, with the advancement of technology, it means that we are being advanced and all these things. But for me, I'm looking at those persons who will be out of a job. And not just that, sometimes the human interaction. Have you ever tried to call one of those companies? Let me see. Home. Let me not state here. Charlene, keep your mouth. But one of those companies, and all you can get is the automated service, that automated voice that's telling you, if you want to speak with the manager, press 1. If you would like to speak with the secretary, press 2. If perhaps you'd like to get the security, press 3. For all other queries, please press 5. And then you press 5. If you are dealing with opening a new account, press 1. If you want to close your account, press 2. If you want to withdraw some money from your account, press 3. For all other queries, please press 4. And it continues. Annoying. I don't know. Perhaps I'm not in with the whole advancement of technology, but it's annoying. Well, for me, it is. I just want someone to answer the phone and say, hey, how can I help you? This is such and such, and you've reached the department of such and such, and yeah, I'm going through. Oh, by the time I'm finished pressing, I think it's a workout though for my index finger. Yes, it's a push up. It's a push up workout for my index finger. So I could not imagine, because I'm not just thinking, well, yes, I am thinking of those persons who would be out of a job, but also I'm thinking about the lack of, interaction. It's too early to be calling the lack of interaction, with that individual or those individual. It makes a difference. Sometimes, let's say you get to the airport and you're over by 1 pound. I was over by 2 pounds, and they did not give me any issue. Thank God. Sometimes they do. It depends on, their mood. But they did not give me any issue. She was like, okay, you're good to go. And I'm like, thank you. Yeah. But let's say you're at the airport and you're over by 2 pounds, 1 pound, 1 pound, and it's automated. The machine will say, well, because it's fixed, you're over, your luggage weighs 51 pounds. Please pay $150. And there is no one there to interact with to say, well, then, that human nature, that put that, okay, I understand. It's just a pound, go. No. So it's a number of things. Technology advancement is good, but I could not, when he asked if I could imagine, I could not imagine. I didn't want to imagine. I mean, my imagination is wide, but I kind of narrow it for reasons, that I just explained to you, because, I mean, who would want that, So then I said to him, well, listen, I'm flying. And by the time I get to where I'm going, I will be tired because, I was tired before I got to the airport. I was doing a number of photo shoots and I was just tired. And he said, well, then by the time I get home, well, yes, I'd be tired. What am I going to do for the nightcap? No, I didn't ask him. He said, well, then what are you going to do for the nightcap? I was like, well, I don't know. I'll probably rest. I'll probably not do anything, but it's unlike me. It's unlike me to not do anything. And so when I got home, well, I live 2 places. You all should know that. So when I got home, I relieved myself of my luggage and my airportness. It came to me that this would be a good topic to do, speaking about the whole airport issue in terms of, a lot of people being there and then moving out of that into technology advancement. And so we're going to talk a little bit about that today. But before we start, here is an advertisement for you. I did promise you that I would tell you a little bit about my book. Here you go. Print for flourishing organizations on flourishing organizations. Unlock the blueprint for flourishing organizations. Unleash success for both teams and leaders. In the 5 organizational sins, I embark on a profound exploration of 5 insidious culprits that have silently undermined companies, thwarting progress, fracturing relationships, and tarnishing reputations. Ego, bossiness, cronyism, classism, and vindictiveness. These are the concealed adversaries that have silently plagued countless organizations. Drawing from a wealth of experience in the corporate arena, I lay bare the devastating repercussions of these vices and furnish you with the precise strategies to conquer them. Unearth practical wisdom to metamorphose your workplace into a vibrant hub of productivity, collaboration, and personal development. Why this book demands your attention? I give you 4 reasons. 1. To glean invaluable wisdom cultivated through years of corporate experience, guiding you through the intricate landscape of organizational dynamics. 2. To equip yourself with the tools to identify and root out these destructive organizational sins that hinder growth and innovation. 3. To elevate your professional odyssey, whether you are an aspiring employee seeking fulfillment or an employer striving to cultivate a thriving workplace. And 4.
Embrace a fresh perspective that will revolutionize your approach to work, leadership, and teamwork. Now, if you're ready to elevate your organization and embrace a more gratifying professional life, don't hesitate to secure your copy. The 5 Organizational Sins is now available on Amazon. Get your copy now.
That's right. That's right. So that's the book, The 5 Organizational Sins. And as I said before, it is a very good book, very relatable. And you can get your copy on Amazon. Just type The 5 Organizational Sins, and of course, it will pop up. You can purchase your copy online and begin to read and begin to improve. I'll speak some more about it. Like I said, it is very interesting, and I will speak some more about it, but today's not the day. But just introducing you to the textbook. Well, it's not a textbook, really. It's a non-fictional book. The sins, the 5 organizational sins. What I did was to introduce each sin with a story. And when you buy this book and begin to read, know that everything that is within the book is something that happened. The only thing that I changed would have been the names of organizations, because of course, I would not do that. But the stories are real, the experiences are real. Everything that is within this book that is written here, they represent what really happened, whether it was my experience or someone who was very close or who is very close to me experience, but they are real experiences. All right. So that's it right there. So back to the discussion. So the topic for this evening's nightcap show is, are we being replaced by technological advancement? It's something that is buzzing nowhere. It's the talk, things are being done differently. Companies are laying off people. And we find that some jobs where you could go and speak with someone, no, you have to interface with the machine because, it's the advancement of technology. And so it's cheaper. But is it really cheaper? And it's easier. But really and truly, is it really easier? And if so, easier for whom? But in today's increasingly technologically driven world, having a diverse set of skills is crucial for personal and professional development. Yes. And not just for your personal and professional development, but for personal and professional success as well. And while technology has undoubtedly transformed various aspects of our lives, it has also created a demand for individuals with a broad range of skills that complement and enhance the capabilities of automated systems. And if that is the case, what we need to do is not to be speaking so much about, we are being replaced by technology, but more of observing the trend, more of observing the jobs that may become obsolete. Because yes, with the advancement of technology, some job will become obsolete. So let us observe what jobs will become obsolete and not invest in an education in that arena. But I want to start here. I love the children. If it's not children, it's men. I love the male species and I love the children. Well, I love you all. I love people. But I have a soft spot for the male species and for the children. Yes. So I have to always bring them in. Yes. But let's begin from where it begins. Do you understand that? Let's begin from where it begins. And it begins with how we train our children. We are sent to school to study, to become a doctor, to become a lawyer, to become a teacher, to become something. except on entrepreneur. So our schools really, but then, I mean, I can see where they're trying to change it now, or they have made that effort to include entrepreneurial type uh, subjects, and to kind of have our children, groomed that way. I can see that, but there's much more to be done. But in my day, and my day goes way back, yes, way back. But in my day, a parent would ask, a teacher would ask, some adult would ask, what would you like to become? And they're expecting you to say, well, then I'd like to become a doctor. I'd like to become a teacher. I'd like to become a air hostess. I'd like to become something aside from entrepreneur, an entrepreneur, and the school train you as such. And so when you get to fifth form or fourth form, or well, when you get to middle school, then you are provided with a document to decide which area, which subjects you would want to do, to focus on, based on your interest. So if you want to do the arts, then you focus on subject based on the arts. So, you want to become a musician, you want to become an actor, actress, you want to become something of that sort. If you want to become a doctor, then you'll focus on subjects such as, the sciences. If you want to become a doctor, if you want to become a teacher, then you would want to decide what type of teacher, what kind of teacher are you going to be, a history teacher, a math teacher, a science teacher, whatever it is. But then you're provided with that. But I've not seen, well, if you are engaged in any of these subjects, you still can become an entrepreneur. Yes, I know. But I've not seen a heading entrepreneurial studies, and then they gave you some subjects. It's either the sciences, the arts, the whatever else, and so you're trained in such a way that after leaving school, then it's time now for you to go and seek a job, rather than for you to now go and find a way to earn for yourself, because that's not how we were trained. And so if we are so caught up with whether or not technology is going to take our jobs away, then one, we need to look at observing the market, the job market. Look at what skills are becoming obsolete, or what jobs are becoming obsolete. And two, ensure that when we are engaging the young ones, don't talk about just being working for someone else. Talk also with them about working for self, becoming an entrepreneur. And so when I talk about, one, observing what jobs are becoming obsolete, you want to look at the job market demands. The job market demands should drive your interest in certain areas as opposed to others, if you are so caught up about technology taking away our jobs. So according to reports from the World Economic Forum, automation and artificial intelligence are expected to displace millions of jobs. However, the same technology advancement will also provide new opportunities in fields that require uniquely human skills, such as creativity, critical thinking, and emotional intelligence. Because remember, these machines, they are not people. There are two types of living things, plants and animals. These machines are not living things. So, of course, they're going to need us. But what type of jobs are going to be created? So, if you're still going to be caught up in doing certain types and training your household, your young ones, whether biological or otherwise, to invest in skills that are becoming obsolete, then you should be concerned. You should be highly concerned, as a matter of fact, about technology taking away your job. But if you are observing the job demands and being intent with your decision making as it pertains to your future in terms of earning for self, then advancement of technology should not be a concern. I mean, as a matter of fact, the advancement of technology should be something that excites you, because now it will be forcing you to acquire some other types of skills that will be needed. So, one, look at the job market. And I did say too that in order for us to navigate this new era, let's call it the technological era, you have to be adaptable. You have to be adaptable. You can't be so, you have some persons, and let me raise my hand first because my mirror is not covered. My mirror is not covered at all. There are times, some simple things, there are some simple things that I need to do when I have to call on someone, just because I know they're there and I don't, they will assist, they will help me. I have to call. Well, let me not say have to. I call on someone. And if I continue to call on someone to assist me with these things, I'll never learn. Not that I can't learn, I can learn, right? But because someone is there to assist, I'm always calling on someone to assist. And each time I'm calling on someone to assist, it reduces my ability to learn. So I am not adapting. You have some persons, they're afraid to work with the computer because they feel as though if they touch something, the computer is going to explode, that kind of a thing. And I am not throwing shades because I raised my hand first. And so I'm not by any means throwing shades. I'm just stating facts. And well, my way of knowing. So if we are not adaptable, then we're going to be left by the wayside. Rapid technology will become our fare, or should I say, the rapid advancement of technology will become our fare, right? So, rapid technological advancement means that jobs and industry, the roles within the various organizations are evolving and will continue to evolve quickly. So, individuals with diverse skills are better equipped to adapt to these changes and to remain relevant in the market, because if you're not relevant, then you're not needed. So you have to adapt to what is happening. Don't be the one who is sitting, by the wayside, complaining. There is a saying, and I don't remember whose it is, but it's not mine. I'm not claiming it to be mine. It's not mine. If it cannot be fixed, why complain? And if it can be fixed, why complain? Right? So don't stay on the wayside complaining, chit-chattering. Use that energy to observe what is happening and to adapt to what is happening around you. Because listen, you have to adapt, because it's not going to change. It's only going to, get better or worse for those persons who believe that it's not, it's not something that is good, but it's not going to change. You also have to have great interpersonal skills, because remember that these machines will need the human touch in order to function, because remember, we tell them what to do, right? And even if the machine, needs to be configured in such a way where it would somewhat replicate a real person, there has to be someone, a real person, kind of doing what needs to be done, so the machine will have all that information and know how to. You see, just as though I'm gesticulating, you might find a machine that knows how to do that if it's not there as yet. So you have to have this, good interpersonal skills. And as I talk about interpersonal skills or mention interpersonal skills, having good interpersonal skills doesn't mean that you have to be in everyone's space and you have to be friendly. It doesn't mean that if you're an introvert, because here is an eye opener, here is a surprise. I am an introvert. Yes, I am. I am very much an introvert, but I am not antisocial. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. Maybe I'll talk about it in another show. But it doesn't mean that you have to be in someone's space to have good interpersonal skills. Again, adaptability is needed. You love your space, you like your space rather. You are an introvert, but then you are still able to relate, you're still able to communicate, you're still able to engage, right? So you have to have good interpersonal skills, because despite technological advancement, human interaction remains essential in various professional settings, and no machine can replace that. So strong communication and interpersonal skills will be highly valued as they contribute to the effective teamwork, leadership, and client relations. So if you have good interpersonal skills, hey, that's a talent. That's a talent. So you have to have that kind of mindset when it comes to acquiring certain skills that will fit what is happening now, that will suit what is happening now, that will put you at an advantage in terms of whether you're going to be an entrepreneur or you've decided to work for someone, right? Whatever it is that you decide. But you have to know, do your assessment in a holistic way. And when I say a holistic way, because you have to assess you have to assess yourself as well. Where are you at this point? What do you need to get to this point? What are some of the things that you need to change? What are some of the things that you need to acquire in order to be relevant, in order to be needed, in order to still be earning amidst the advanced technological society that we have now come to know. I want to share an advertisement. Let's pause for a little bit for an advertisement.
Are you currently navigating personal challenges or difficulties seeking professional support? Solution offers comprehensive counseling services to assist you in areas such as grief, couples counseling, individual counseling, family mediation, and overall mental and emotional well-being. Contact us today for soulful healing.
All right. So that was my friend. I want to say a good person. To get to her, if you need counseling service, let me just share it with you now. I've been searching for this, for quite a while. So to get to her, you would need to call her, whether if you're in Jamaica, you can call her at 876 402 5151. Or if you're not in Jamaica, you can WhatsApp her or call her via WhatsApp at the same number. And that number is 876 402 5151. However, if you prefer to send her an email, you may email her at petula at thecounselor@gmail.com. That's petula at thecounselor@gmail.com. She will take care of your needs, and her services include grief counseling, couples counseling, individual counseling, mental. Look here, she is the right person to call. Addiction, abuse, PTSD. Call Petula if you need her assistance. Now, Continuing with the program. Now, the best way to acquire these new skills, this education, because you will now need to glean, you will now need to, if it is that you need to acquire this education, what is the best way? Well, networking and mentorship. Some of us are not able to go back to school age, and then we are set in our ways and we are not. So do some networking and mentorship. Build a strong professional network and seek mentorship that can provide valuable insights and guidance. You want to be a part of a group that will help you to develop in a professional way. You don't want to waste time with, let me rephrase that, not waste time, because everyone who is in your life is in your life for a specific reason. You do have those persons who you want to just talk to about the ocean. Then you have those persons who you want to talk about dance and music. Then you have those persons who you want to talk with about political, issues. And then you have those persons who you want to talk with about emotional issues. So, individuals serve different purpose in your life. But also for this reason, if you are at a disadvantage because of the advancement of technology, network and mentorship will help by forming forming alliance or acquainting yourselves with individuals who can help you to develop in a professional way through guidance or even referral. So network and mentorship, self-learning and side projects. Never say no to something new. Learn this, listeners and viewers. Never say no to something new. Use it as an opportunity to learn. Use it as an opportunity to learn. Say yes, and like the, well, let me not use the thief in the night. But yes, like the thief in the night. Learn what you need to learn to become proficient. So use the opportunity of learning something new for self-development. So self-learning and side project is another way of acquiring education in order to be at an advantage in this advancement of technology. So you engage in self-directed learning, engage in a program that will not give you a specific deadline to complete if you're not that kind of person, but you can pace yourself. And the modus operandi is to complete the program successfully, right? You can work with professionals on projects, offer yourself to volunteer in a certain field that is new, but is relevant due to technological advancements, so volunteer time as well. Online courses and certificates. There are a lot of online courses that, that are there. Acquire some skills through online courses and certificates. Do remember too that when you're doing this, you would have already observe what is happening in the job market. You would have already done your analysis. So when you're acquiring these skills, you are acquiring skills that will put you at an advantage. Yes. Do some professional development programs. We are never too old to learn. We learn every day. Yes. So do some professional development programs. Many companies invest in the ongoing education and development of people, right? Also, if you are an entrepreneur, invest in developing yourself in a professional way. Sign up for a program, or again, do some internship somewhere. Do something new that will advance your skills and place you where you need to be in order to continue to be successful, right? Traditional education is always there as well. If you believe in traditional education, so if you want to pursue a formal education through university and college or whatever else, you may do so. But again, ensure that you would have done your analysis and pursuing courses that are relevant based on the job market. It sounds like a plan. Are we still at this point worried about technological advancement? Listen, while you're worrying, other persons are preparing. So be one of those persons who believe in preparing or believe in the preparation of self, rather than being the person who is always worrying and complaining and doing nothing to fix it. Yes, technological advancement is here to stay, and we are going to see more of it, more of it. It's the ripe time for you now to step outside of your comfort zone and begin to do what needs to be done to put yourself at an advantage. Because if you feel that you are at a disadvantage, no, you know why. So if you feel that you are at a disadvantage, you know why you're at that disadvantage. So you can fix it. Complaining won't fix it. Complaining will further frustrate you. And complaining will not put you where you need to be placed in order to be successful. So don't complain. Don't complain. You know the problem or the challenge or the issue or the concern. You have the concern, so you know what it is. So let's do what needs to be done in order to fix it. But to sit back and say, well, then, oh, because I've heard it a lot, oh, boy, computer replacing us. And sooner than later, we will not have a job and this and that. And yes, it is what it is right now. But guess what? You're still alive, you're still capable, and you are the ruler of your destiny, not what is happening around you. What is happening around you, let me put it this way, what is happening around you is helping to shape how you make your decision. So you are your ruler of of your destiny. You cannot or should not. You should. You see, I have to use my words carefully because you can, but you shouldn't. Yeah. But you should not be blaming your peripheral surrounding, because you are the ruler of your destiny. And if you are the ruler of your destiny, what it simply means is that your surrounding should help to shape how you direct or shape your direction, because your destiny should not be stagnant. Wherever you're going, what is going to take you there, you should not be stagnant, because anything can change. If you have a tunnel mindset and you're just looking straight ahead, it means, therefore, if there is something that is happening on the side wing, you're going to be blinded. Yes, because you are just, you know, tunnel vision. You have to be adaptable and say, well, then, yes, I am the ruler of my destiny. I am not going to participate or even believe that technology can really take away my job. What I am going to do is I am going to put myself in a position to be able to still be successful, even though we are recognizing the advancement of technology. That, of course, is making some jobs obsolete. And this is not new. This has been happening before you and I were born. Nothing under the face of the sun is new. The world is cyclical. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. So instead of saying, well, then, I am just going to sit here and cry and drown in my tears. No, let me see what I can do differently. Yes, I was a customer service rep, and now my job will become obsolete. But guess what? I am now going to acquire these skills so that I will still remain relevant. So be adaptable. And this is my share for you this Sunday. Hey, it is February, and there are a number of things that happens or will happen this month. February, I'm not one of those person like my sister from another mother would say, February is the best month. No, because each individual will have a different month that they dub the best month because they were born in that month. But I can say February is a great month. February is a great month. And so a number of things happening February. February the 26th, it's my Earth Day. I am not one who celebrates birthday and all these things. I mean, I am glad to be alive, and but I'm not the one who will go to the park. I don't know. I'm just different. But nonetheless, I have another friend, Susan Walden. She reminded me that, listen, you have to be thankful for life, and listen, celebrate your birthday. But guess what? I'm always thankful for life, but going about, and I mean, it's different, but still, hey, February is my Earth month. I was born in the month of February, but guess what, too? February is Black History Month. So February is Black History Month as well, but also they dubbed February the Love Month. So I am black and powerful. I'm filled with love because I was born in February. How does that sound? And that is why and that is why I believe February is a great month. Not the best, not the best. No, not the best. I'm not dubbing it as such, but it is a great month. But join me live next week, because this month is dubbed the Love Month. And next week, I will be live with you talking about love. You want to know what the topic is? The topic for next week is stay tuned, and I will share that with you soon. But listen, don't miss the show next week. Come with your phones to join in the conversation and let me know what you think. And I will be sharing the topic with you soon. It is the Love Month, they say. It is Black History Month, of course. And it's your girl, Charlene Clark Pure month as well. And so it's a great month for us to have our discussion. Thank you for joining me today. And I hope you would have learned a lot. And again, please go out and get my book. It's not an advertisement, but it's because it's a great book. I don't want you to miss out. So go ahead and get my book. And of course, once you get it, I'd love to hear your feedback. This is the NightCapt program with your girl, Charlene Clark Cure. Remember that you are the owner of your destiny. You decide where you want to be when you want to be there, not your peripheral surroundings. Stop thinking that you are at a disadvantage and place yourself at the pinnacle of success. In a world driven by technology, individuals must strive. You must strive for a balance between technical expertise and diverse skills. Continuous learning and adaptability will be key to thriving in the ever-evolving landscape of the modern workforce, because it will not change. So while technology is advancing, go ahead and advance yourself. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week with a nice booming topic live. Stay tuned. Come and join in the conversation. This has been the NightCapt program with your girl, Charlene Clark Cure, saying, see you next week.